Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I hope you can see me clearly. Can you see me and can you hear me? Yes. Yes. Good evening. Can you hear me clearly? Let me know if you can hear clearly and if you can see clearly. So, comment I can hear and I can see. So, tonight is not going to be like another night. Okay. So, we're going to be discussing strategy. Strategy. I'm waiting for a lot of people here. I believe they're still on their way. So if you know, okay, Chinye Uzo, please inform the inner circle. Go to the inner circle group and let them know that we have started. Good. Let them know that we have started, that we are live. Okay, so you can bombard the group. You can bombard the group and tell them we are live, we're live, we're live. It's fire on the mountain. Okay. So yeah, today I allowed today's session to be open. So anybody you want to share this link with, it's okay. You can share it with them secretly. Just send it to their DM. Oh, I want you to be here. I think you will make a great coach, or you would want to do better as a coach. I want you to be here. So tonight we are going to be dissecting strategy. Okay, I'll be doing justice to that topic because I want you to be able to analyze your own strategy, to find out, you discover your own strategy. That's the beauty of coaching. You know, the beauty of coaching is not that I teach you that this is what to do. So it's like it's A B C D, and then you follow the same A B C D, and then you get the same results that I get. No, that's not the way it is. You have to be able to figure out what is for you as an individual, what works for you as a person. Okay, what suits your audience and the kind of audience you are building. You have to be able to figure that out. Okay, so yeah. Whew, let me wait. I would wait for a while. I'll wait for a while. Let's say the next 5 minutes or 4 minutes. Okay, welcome, 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 welcome. Mr. Cosmas said he's ready with his paper, pen, and whatever, water bottle. The British to say, bottle of water. Yeah, bottle of water. Okay, good to have you here. Okay, are we here? Are we here? Can you hear and see me clearly now? It's network from my own end. It's not your end. So I had to quickly go and borrow and borrow my neighbor's network because my own has decided to be showing me different kinds of pepper. But it's all fine. It's all good. We'll do the class, we'll do the session, and we'll do it well. So good, good, beautiful, beautiful. So we are good to go. We are good to go. I have a lot of things I want to unravel tonight for you. Okay, for those who want to get into coaching, this coaching thing is not hard. I've spent the past 2 weeks, right, the previous two sessions before this one, trying to analyze the whole coaching thing and why everybody should be a coach. I mean, everyone should go into coaching. Literally everybody. Okay, and you should own that identity. You should own the identity. There's nothing so fancy about being a coach. Like when you say coach, some people try to make you feel guilty. Why are you calling yourself coach? Why are you claiming to be a coach and all that? Who made you a coach? Um, somebody is driving a car. I mean, the fact that you drive a car, you can choose to identify as a driver at whatever point, right? And nobody's ever going to tell you, who made you a driver? They will rejoice with that one. Oh, you are doing something that's humane by calling yourself a driver. When it comes to coaching, it's different. It's not meant to be like that. Okay. So you have experiences that you can pass on to other people. Those experiences are worthy. Okay. You should be able to count your experiences as worthy, your knowledge as worthy, your abilities, your skills as worthy, that some other people would want to learn from you. Now, your ability to take those people from a point where they don't really understand so much about what you do, or the ability to take them from that point they are to where they want to be, or relatively steps closer to where they want to be, that is coaching. Okay, so you are driving somebody from let's say from Oka to Enugu, or from Enugu to Abuja. Your ability to take the person from Enugu through different routes to Abuja and then to there. That's what coaching is about. Okay, you are leading them into clarity. You are leading them into making the right decisions. You are helping them harness what is already in them and trying to get the best possible solution to the problems they are having. Okay, so that is what coaching is about. That's what coaching is about. And if you check it to a huge extent, you've been doing this thing. You've been doing the coaching thing to a huge extent. Your friend comes to you, oh, I need help. I've not been able to do this and do that. Can you help me? I need ideas. And then you put them through. They go, they apply, they get results. And you're like, okay, next time another person comes, please, I need idea. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to log into my this and that and this and that. And then you help them, you assist them, it works. You don't know that you're already coaching. You're already coaching those people. You're already coaching them. You teach them something and they apply it and they get results. That's coaching. Okay? You're already coaching them. And one of the things you need to overcome is the bias of structured protocol learning. The bias of structured learning, in the sense that there's always this limiting factor behind, at the back of your mind. Oh, I've not done neuro linguistic programming. I cannot call myself a coach. I've not done cognitive behavioral technique certification. I can't call myself a coach. I've not done this and that. It's not true. It's not true. I'm not registered with ICF. I can't call myself a coach. That's not true too. Mm-mm. Coaching is like a mantle. It's a a career. It's not just a job somewhere that you need to fit into a particular, group of descriptions before. No, if you're applying for a job to become a coach, that's fine. But then embodying the identity of a coach is beyond all that. There's a teaching I did, and that's the teaching is on the qualities of a good educator, right? Educator. That's when I taught public speaking. Good speaker, educator, trainer, coach, all that stuff. And I think I'm just going to read. I'm just going to read those through those things, right? I'm going to read through it. It's so if you're in the inner circle, it's not new to you. These things will not be new to you. Um, and that's because when I did the public speaking, become a public speaker series, I taught all those things. Okay, how to become, what makes a phenomenal teacher, right? What makes a good teacher great? What makes a good teacher great? So you can be a good teacher, you can be a good speaker, you can be a good trainer, good coach, but there are some qualities needed to transform you from being just good. I that will transform you from being just good into being excellent, into being great. So there's a bridge between good and great, right? There are some qualities that would make you transit that bridge. Okay. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. I love it. So one of the things I want you to do for me tonight is please flood the comment section. Let's engage with the comment section. Okay. I'll be glad. I mean, it's going to crack me up. It's going to make me, quite happy. That's one of the ways I'll know that I'm engaging. So flood the comment section. You have that permission. Pour it out. Just anything that I say that okay, you feel this is fireful, this is wonderful. Put it in comments, okay? Anything that inspires you or lights a bulb in your head, put it there. So good. Now let me list the qualities. Let me list the qualities. If you have to go back to that Become a Speaker series, there are about 4 videos. Yeah, I think 4 videos. One of them was overcoming the fear of public speaking. Yes, overcoming glossophobia, the fear of public speaking. The other series was qualities. I think a lot of there are 4 different series, about 2 hours each. Now, what makes you a phenomenal speaker or teacher? In this case, what makes you a phenomenal coach? Right? So I'm going to use the next 10 minutes. Coach is a mantle. Yes, I love that. Coach is a mantle. I'm going to use the next 10 minutes to x-ray this so that it's clear to you. What we are discussing tonight is strategy. But if we go to strategy without discussing identity, it's not going to make sense. It's not going to make sense. You won't have much results. And this is where many people make mistakes. They go and pay coaches to teach them strategy. They forget that there's a part called identity. So that's why you see a lot of, in 2020, there was a lot of trend. People becoming coaches all of a sudden. So you go and learn copywriting from one person, then you host your own copywriting class, and the person you are teaching the next 2 days hosts his own copywriting class. The thing just continues. Now you find out that there was a problem there. Most of these people did not really have the attribute of people who should be called coaches, but they were coaching. You see some of them, they'll come to their WhatsApp status, they will insult your life. They will insult your grandfather, insult your grandmother before, just so that they can entice you into their program. And by the time you register, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you are not getting results. You are tired. You complain. They block you. Simple. You notice that okay, this person does not really care about me. This person is not. It wasn't really about me. It was about my money. So that one aside, right? But there's something that you have to understand. When you embody the identity of a coach, it's not even about the certification anymore. People are going to come to you not because of your certificate, not because of your, you went to school of industry to study coaching, not because of any of that, not because of your coaching license. They will come to you because of your identity, because of what they perceive, because of your brand. And that's part of what I'll be discussing when I talk about strategy. Okay? But now, number one thing that will make you a great coach is subject knowledge. I wrote this thing, I can't even remember the year. It's the inner circle that will remind me um when I taught on public speaking. Is that 2020 or 2021? I can't remember exactly. But number one is subject knowledge. Subject knowledge. You must understand whatever you are coaching people on. You must see, there are two things involved. It's either you've had the experience or you are widely knowledgeable in that area. You've had the personal experience and you are also knowledgeable, not just experience. You know, see, let me tell you what I mean. You can trade forex, right? You can trade forex and trade forex for like 4 years, right? And you are just doing it. You're just doing it randomly. You don't really know what you are doing, but you are doing it. Money comes to you, you burn it in forex. You have experience, you have a diverse experience. You burnt your entire funds many times, or you've traded the forex market a lot. So you have some kind of experience. It's not new to you. But then the depth of knowledge required to avert losses, the depth of knowledge required to save you from those unnecessary risks, you may not have had that knowledge, right? You may not be in the right position to coach another person there. You may be able to share your experience in terms of, hey, look, I put all my money in forex and it burns, the money wasted. So if your own money is burning, uh, sorry, I've been there. So don't cry too much. Come, let's console ourselves. That one is allowed. But like real coaching that brings results will come from a place of depth, in-depth knowledge. There are things that I don't coach. There are things, see, there are identities I run away from. There are tags, name tags I run away from. Sometimes people invite me to speak at their events and they go and put business coach or they put sales coach. I am not a sales coach. I am not a business coach. Someone did that the other day and I told him I am a business and entrepreneurship life coach. What it means is that I help business owners and entrepreneurs, solve life issues that interrupt and interact with their businesses. So things like communication skills, things like overwhelm, anxiety, stress, time management, emotional intelligence, interpersonal relationship, public speaking, and the rest of them. How does this interfere with your business? How does it interfere with the venture you are running? And how can I come in? That's what I do. I am not a business coach. Because if you call me business coach and your audience start asking me about taxation, I don't know what I'll tell them. At least not now. You start asking me, is it going to be 20% or 25.5%? I'll tell you nonsense. I don't know. If you start talking about government policies that interact with your business and all that, I really don't know so much about it. Okay? If they start, trying to understand legal factors, why you need a business lawyer, this and that, and all the papers required. So I don't really know so much about that. I'll refer you to somebody who can. So I'm not in a hurry to identify as something just because I want people to give me money or people to, accord me some level of respect. No. So you see a lot of people running around, business coach, business coach. They know nothing about business. They don't even have a registered business. They don't even, not even with Smedan, nothing. They don't have anything. I'm not saying it's bad, but why must you try to identify as something you are not? Okay? So the subject knowledge is very important. You must know in depth what is required to take this person from point A to point B. Now, number two, passion, enthusiasm. Passion and enthusiasm. You need to have the passion of a coach. You need to be able to convince people that you can actually help them by the way you are excited about your own venture. Now, imagine that I'm doing coaching, right? And I'm trying to teach you this thing, and I come and I'm like, okay, so guys, all you just have to know is that everybody can coach. You just have to try your best and try your best and do the best you can and leave the rest because nobody knows tomorrow. Like you don't even see the enthusiasm, you don't even see the passion. If that's how I was talking, some of you would have left this place. This say, oh, coach, I joined though, but I had to leave after a few minutes. The session was wonderful. It was going well. I just had to go and check on the beans I put on fire, so I logged out. It's a lie. It's a lie. You ran away. So the passion is important, the enthusiasm is important. You have to bond with coaching as a career. You have to make it part of you. Okay, there's nothing wrong with identifying as a coach. Now, one of the things that will even help you is people will tell you when it's time. The more you do these things, the more people get value from you, the more they try to associate something, they try to put you into a picture, a frame. And sometimes the frame they will put you into is the frame of coach. They will give you the title. I was given the title coach by many people that I was coaching. At that point, I did not know what it meant. I was not even interested. I mean, I was not interested. I didn't know that, oh, this coaching thing, it actually fits me. And they're like, Coach CJ, Coach CJ, Coach. Thank you so much, Coach. I host a program. I did not plan to put coach in my name and anything like that. I just put a program, personal development. Some of you must have seen those things as far back as 2020. And after doing the program, people are coming to my DM. Thank you so much, my coach. You are the best coach I've ever. All the coaches online I've been meeting, they're just after money and blah 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 blah. Oh, my coach everywhere. So I had to learn to accept and embrace that title. It became a part of me. To the point that in my workplace, they call me Coach CJ. My colleagues call me Coach. You just Coach. Even some patients now call me Coach. Okay, because it has become a part of my identity, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Some people will come and they will try to guilt trip you and tell you, why are you adding coach to your name? Do you need it to feel more this and do you need it? Your business, your whatever you think, it's in your pocket, right? But this is an emblem, is a sign, of the mantle you carry to help people solve complex problems, to help people gain clarity, to help people move from a point of indecision to taking ownership, from obscurity to ownership, from confusion to clarity. That's what you do as a coach. Okay, so you need to carry that fire, you need to carry that energy into the room. Like when I talk to people, in fact, wherever I go and I talk to people, they know that this guy is a coach. They know, they just know. That passion is there. Okay, so now the next thing is audience knowledge, understanding the category of people you want to work with. I'll analyze all these things. I'll still talk about these things. God help us tonight. I wish I can expand time, or I can pause time, do this teaching and play. Now, audience knowledge, understand the kind of people you are reaching out to, understand your audience. Okay, understand your audience. Know the category of people you are called to reach out to. Now, this does not necessarily mean that it has to be one specific audience. I speak to teenagers. I coach teenagers. In fact, I was in a USAID project, a USAID project, with Teens Matter. Teens Matter Nigeria. So I was there, a mental health program. I offered some form of coaching. That's why the fact that I was speaking, because I want to also differentiate a lot of things for you when it comes to strategy and structure. Now, I coach, young people. I coach elderly people. Oh my goodness, I forgot. My dad wanted to be here. My dad wanted to be in this session, like so badly. And I forgot to add him. And I don't know if it's too late. In fact, almost every inner circle session that I post on my status, oh, I'll be hanging out with my inner circle. It's like, I want to join, add me. I'm like, okay, how am I going to do it? But that's it. Value is not age specific. Value is not gender specific. Value is value in its purest form. We don't need to pollute it or corrupt it with other things. The decision to now streamline to a particular audience part-time should be yours to make, should be your choice to make, should be based on the fact that you have studied and you found out there's a certain parameter that connects mostly with your message. If you find out and you want to channel your energy there to multiply your focus and multiply your profit or something like that, that's fine. But let it not be that, oh, I want to start out and you start picking. You've not started, but you've started picking. I want to coach 16-year-old young ladies in Abuja, Kubwa Metropolis. You go find tire, you will not find anybody. That's how some people select and streamline and streamline and streamline and streamline until the audience disappears. And they're now wondering, why is nobody liking my post? Why is nobody engaging with my post? Why is nobody buying my products? Because you've pursued all the prospects away when you are looking for one tiny narrow. Except you have money to be running ads, you have a lot of millions to spend or hundreds of thousands to spend on adverts to keep getting that specific audience. That's fine. Okay, but understand by what you are doing over time, by the kind of people you help, you offer help to, by the kind of people who are coming to pick your brain, you should know your audience specifics. You should know the kind of audience you want to serve. Understand their peculiarities, understand their problems, their challenges, their pains. If I know your pain, I can sell to you. It's going to be easy for me to sell to you. Before I started coaching properly, before I started coaching properly, I had offered a lot of people one-on-one sessions. And those one-on-one sessions were free. I'm not able to do it now. I'm not able to do free sessions now. I can't. I try. Sometimes I try and I'm like, let me try. Maybe I can do 5 minutes with somebody and I have my next appointment. I can't. I find it's difficult. But when I started, almost every day, my calendar was full. Like it was like this. Sometimes in a whole day, I have like four different one-on-one sessions, clarity calls. People were calling me from different parts of the country. In fact, some of them were from outside the country. I offer free clarity sessions. They jump on it, and I'm like, okay, I'm sitting with somebody for like 3 hours, 30 minutes. I'm offering them clarity sessions. Now, what was I doing, and what's the benefit? This is the book. This book is filled up. This book. Don't mind the fact that it's quite nasty now. It's my niece that I don't know that Jakala the book for me. But right here you will see a lot of this is okay. This one mentorship call with so and so, clarity calls. A lot of these, all these things you are seeing are calls that I did with people. Now, this book helped me so much in the sense that before I launched my coaching program properly, I went through this book from the first cover, from beginning to the end, and I had to narrate my kind of audience who is coming to me. What is their peculiarity? What's their problem? What's their pain point? What's breaking their heart? What's disturbing them? What's keeping them awake at night? I analyzed all these things and I came up with my first signature inner circle program. Yeah. So for you, there are things that your audience have been perceiving about you. The way you write, the way you speak, the way you communicate, the aura, the confidence that comes with your delivery, the wisdom that you use to bring out ideas in your innovative mind. Those things, these are things that a lot of people don't know. You may be the kind of person that generating business ideas is not hard for you. There are some business owners now, they are stuck in a particular place in their business. Why? They lack the ability to ideate. They need to hire ideators to think for them. It's not everybody that knows how to think. They need to hire, when it comes to drafting business models. Okay, how can I analyze? How can I think of new ways to improve my income? How can I generate new business ideas and penetrate an entirely new market? They cannot think that far, so they need someone to do it for them. So by the time you start interacting with these people and asking them about their problems, you'll start finding out more and more and more and more, right? You start seeing what they have as a problem. From there, you do your market analysis is very important. And why a lot of businesses fail, let me tell you why a lot of startups fail, right? Now, this is like let me say, I don't even know how this. Oh, good. This is like a triangle, right? This is a triangle. Okay. Now, this is how business is meant to be. This is how business is meant to be. Let me tell you what a lot of business owners do. How do I put that? Let me draw something else. Let me redraw this. so you can see it clearly. So these are two triangles, one and two, right? Now at this phase, this is research. This narrow point is marketing. Okay, this is your marketing, this is your research, or yes, this is your research or analysis. Okay, now at this point you have the research, okay, and then you have marketing. This marketing, I can also say marketing and launching of the product. Okay, so product launch or product marketing. This is what we have here, right? Now what happens with many business owners and businesses is this, even with coaching. So you think, oh, I love this thing very well. I mean, this thing should be everywhere. I love this. It works and blah blah blah. So you go and create and market. Many people do this. They make this mistake. They go and create and market. Then it is when they create and push it out, they will now start wondering, people are not buying. Oh, let me know why people are not buying. Let me understand people, my customers, and know why. Let me study them and know why they are not buying and see how to make them buy. You're now thinking and questioning and cracking your brain. But there's another approach. This is the where you have leverage of numbers. People are here. Now, instead of you to go and launch, first of all, you try and do your research. You do your market research. Understand your market, and then you can pull them in and you market to them, and then you launch that thing effectively, right? But you should not go ahead and just launch, boom, out of nowhere without doing a proper market research. You have to be able to research first. You have to be able to study your audience first. Study them very well. Some of the biggest market drivers, I mean, some of the biggest guys in the market. In fact, the next 2, 3, 4 years, some of the names you are going to be hearing are people who have spent the past 3 years analyzing their audiences, analyzing their prospect base, their clientele. They have spent time analyzing. So if I am to build a school now, I am not going to think too much. If I talk with school owners, I know what to talk about. I know what I can tell a school owner that will make me invite that school owner to come and speak in their school, or to train their staff or something like that, or even to train the school owner himself or herself. Research, audience analysis, questionnaires, quizzes, forms, find out, explore, find out details about your audience. Okay, so imagine, I'm see how much time I've spent on this. I'm just going to read out the rest, because this training, this particular one now is on YouTube, so I don't need to keep going over it. It's already on YouTube, although there are some fresh ideas now. um Now, individuality principle. One of the things, this breeze should not push down my phone. Let me close my window, please. So give me a second. Let me close my window. Okay. So like I was saying, um uh, individuality principle. I don't know if you've watched this movie, like Stars on Earth. all children are special, like Stars on Earth. That's the name of the movie. It's an Indian film. The guy had dyslexia, learning disability, and his dad was always angry with him, but his art teacher discovered something in him and all that. So now, one of the things you must be able to do as a coach is to not box people in. That's why I have issues with people who they identify as coaches, but when you come to them for help, they give you opinions, they give you advice. And not just that they give you, they are not offering you options, they are giving you their own advice, and they are telling you this is the only way you. Anybody who tells you that this is the only way you can succeed, the person is a liar. It's just like telling you the only way to get um to Ghana is by taking flight. That's the only way. So you meet people who will be like, the only way to be successful is by picking a niche, picking a very narrow niche, and suffocating yourself there till you get it right. It may not be true. It may not be true. Your job as a coach is not to box people in. If you're a boxer, people will hate, people will not like you. They will be afraid of listening to you because they know they are going to get boxed in. People want liberty. You must be able to offer that liberty to them, right? Your job is to give clarity, to help them make the right options by themselves. Is to empower them to transform their philosophies and help them build the right attitude, the right mindset, make the right choices. So you have to be able to understand that all fingers are not equal. Okay? All fingers are not equal. Not everybody is wired the same way. So I cannot now come and tell everybody, oh, the only way to do this is, do video content. All of you must do video content. All of you must do text content. That's the only thing that works. Or focus on Facebook. That's the only thing that. No, people are different. People have different choices. You must be able to recognize that. People have different styles of learning. You must be able to recognize that. There are people who are visual learners. There are people who are audio. There are people who are kinesthetic. They cannot really learn until they perform. So you have to be able to garnish your coaching with these different elements. Okay, they are seeing you, they are hearing you. You have to also give certain points to let them go and practice, or encourage them to practice and let them know that it's in the field that the real learning will happen. So you can imagine somebody coming to learn public speaking, and they get books and books and books. Somebody comes to learn public speaking, you give them books to go and read. Send them 30 books, and they read the 30 books, and then nothing. Bye bye. No, you have to involve kinesthetic in the sense that they have to be, they have to get to the point where they do that thing that you are teaching. They practice it, they get the results. If they want to fail, let them fail. They will learn, they will try again. Practice. So I teach you this. I'm not expecting you to just take the information and it's occupying space in your brain. No, I'm expecting you to go out there and practice it and see results. That's how you internalize whatever you are learning. Now, simplicity. Simplicity is an attitude of great coaches. You have to be able to break things down, make things as simple as possible. I've seen people who come to coach people, and those people that they are coaching leave more confused than they came. Oh, this person is my coach, this person is my coach. Then you listen to the kind of coach, you cannot understand anything. You're just bamboozling you with plenty grammar, bamboozling you with plenty things that you don't understand. And this is a coach. No, the power of coaching is in simplicity of thought and communication. Okay, so the rain has come for us. Now, you have to be able to break down stuff into smaller chunks, right? Use less jargon. Um, know how to use humor. Okay, know how to use humor. Learn to use humor. Learn to use humor. One of the things that I have, made my coaching successful is people enjoy listening to me speak. They enjoy listening to me teach them. And one of the reasons they enjoy that is because they know they're going to have a good laugh. I came into there was a session I had, was it 2 days ago? Kole Osho, I don't know if Kole Osho is here. She's not here. I'm going to penalize her. So if you are her friend, if you are her friend, go and gossip to her. But I'm going to penalize her. So she was the anchor. She was the anchor in that event. So she was already telling them that that Coach CJ is very funny. Once he comes, you are going to laugh. You are this one, the other one. In fact, before I started the session, people were already laughing. And that's how they laugh to till the end. I love to use humor a lot. Okay. So humor makes learning sticky, makes learning bind with your brain, it makes it more memorable for you. So you have to be able to use humor. Okay. Use a lot of stories in your coaching as a tool to make coaching more interesting. Um Now I'll say this one, and that is love people. Love people, and then finally always ask for feedback. Let me explain. Um be a people lover. Love the people that you coach from the heart. Now, this this will come first in the heart before it goes outside. Coaching success begins within. It begins by understanding that these people I am coaching, they are human beings with real emotions. They are human beings who can be hot. They are human beings who are busy. You know, where I'm getting to, I've come to understand that a lot of people who I am currently attracting are not even people who have plenty time. So I have to be able to make their time, I mean, the time spent with me worth it. No matter how much you are paying, I have to be able to make the time spent with me worth it. So I can't come and treat them anyhow or speak to them anyhow or just say random things and expect that, oh, I hope you got value. I hope you, oh, it's no longer I hope you got value. You have to be convinced as a person that the people you are communicating with or you are training or coaching, that they actually getting value. So can you still hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I want you to put down some comments and let me know if you can hear me clearly. Because it's raining here and I hope it doesn't interrupt. Okay. So yes. Woo. So uh let me know if you can hear me clearly. Can you hear me? Okay, good. I'll be back. Good. So like I was saying, that is you must love the people that you are coaching. You must really love from the heart, right? When you love people, you will not waste their time. When you love people, you will not only be after their money, you will not only be after their money, you'll be after growth, you'll be after improvement, you'll be after results. Now, finally, always ask for feedback. Always ask for feedback. Okay, don't assume that your clients don't value. Ask to don't assume. Always ask for feedback. Okay, and evaluate yourself. Feedback can be positive or negative. Use the negative to improve on yourself. Use the positive to market yourself. So that's all. That's what I wanted to read. Took some time, but I believe it was worth it. Good. Now, let's get over to the topic today proper. Okay, if we are able to treat this and dissect it very well, I can advance to structure. But if not, I'll have to do the structure later. Okay, but for now, let's look at strategy. I have my board here. I would have maybe I would Not, maybe at some point I'll have to stand and stretch a bit. Okay. Maybe at the 1 hour, yeah, 1 hour mark, we'll stand and stretch. Somebody has to remind me about that. Okay, I'll pause the session so that you can you can pause and stretch it. Now, the previous sessions I've talked about mindset. I've talked about clarity. Okay, I believe we got. I mean, I saw a lot of feedback. I read a lot of feedback from our last session on clarity, and today we are going to be doing strategy. And this strategy, I want to be discussing. I want to discuss it with. You're welcome. You're welcome. I want to discuss this strategy with uh, three different layers. Okay, uh, three different layers, or let me call it. Looking for where to put the platform, but let's start with two. Okay, number one is, oh, beautiful. Thank you very much. Peace. Ukwanalo. So Peace is my latest mentee. Welcome to my inner circle. She joined the inner circle today. So congratulations, Peace. Congratulations. And you're doing a nice job already. I love this. I love this. You're taking intuition, taking initiative. This is good. This is good. Thank you. So I know the inner circle, they'll properly welcome you. Will probably properly welcome you in the inner circle today or tomorrow. Okay, so welcome. So um strategy, right? I want to start this strategy with content and branding. Okay, content and branding. You have to come to the point where you embody what you want to become, or you embody what you want to do. You become that coach that you want people to respect and admire, that coach you want people to pay. Start thinking like that coach, start behaving like that coach, start acting like that coach. Take action in that direction. So this may involve you paying for programs, especially programs that really cost you. Okay, it may involve you. It may involve you going to upgrade yourself, not just mentally but physically. Go and buy some clothes that, I mean, that will make you look good a bit, not a bit. Well, okay, your appearance matters too. Hmm? Your appearance matters because one thing I want to, in fact, that's part of this is part of what I'll be teaching in Guabolada tomorrow, the Guabolada Business Summit. You have to be able to do something that I do. Sell every day, everywhere, with every opportunity, sell, right? And you don't want to be caught off guard. You don't want to be caught unawares. I mean, you don't want to come in the midst of a very wonderful opportunity, and then the reason you don't approach that opportunity is because you're not dressing well, or because you are wearing the wrong kind of shoe for the occasion. you know, so you have to always be prepared in one way or the other. So it may take you taking out a few, I mean, I almost said a few dollars, a few ah, and naira is hard in my mouth, a few thousands of money. Uh, Go and do small shopping. Eh? Upgrade your wardrobe so that when you come out, people are going to look at you differently. Okay, work on your profile on social media. You shouldn't be the person that people struggle to know what you are doing online. Your bio, nothing. Your profile picture is not you, or you're using teddy bear, or you're using something, just random stuff, or it's your pastor. No, those things shouldn't be heard. Shouldn't be heard among you. Okay, it shouldn't be heard among you. So you have to be able to upgrade those things. Your appearance matters. Your appearance matters. And then how much you are able to stay top of mind. How do you create your content? How do you influence people through the content that you post? What kind of content do you even post? So whatever area you want to dominate, I want you to start thinking of how to keep influencing the mind of people through content creation. If you've noticed me on Facebook for the past 1 week, I've been doing something funny. you've noticed it. I noticed that when I post some things about multi-potentiality, becoming more, being multi-potentialite and stuff like that, a lot of people come to engage, and they're like, "Yes, thank you for speaking up for us. Thank you." I did. It became obvious to me that this is an unserved market. Personally, it is not what I want to do now. That's not the kind of content I want to be creating now. No, personally, no. For me, I want to be creating content on public speaking, personal branding, networking, and but at a point it was like these things are becoming boring. It's becoming like cliche words. Okay, so I was like, fine. Since since this is what people like, this is what my tribe, this is what my kind of people connect with. Let's go. And I started posting and posting and posting. And the more I post, the more people. I mean, there's this kind of emotional undertone with it. They are coming to appreciate me. They are coming to my DM. They are coming to thank me for liberating them from the shackles of what they are teaching them online and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to build something deeper from this. I'm even going to try and you know maybe launch a paid community or something. But all those things, they are coming up in my mind. The power of content. You use content to build your tribe. So for a while, you can decide to focus on a particular kind of content, you know, so that you can attract your tribe and then sell to them, market something to them. Okay. Now, this sales is a long-term journey, and this is one of the things I want you to understand. When we talk about when people talk about sales, it seems like, oh, you just have to pitch, money comes in, boom, and that's all. No, sales is a long-term journey. There are people that you have to prime before you sell to. There are people that you have to communicate with, you have to converse with, you have to offer value before they eventually release money. Sometimes you get tired too early, not knowing that your customer, your client, or not client or customer, your prospect is still in the priming phase of the sales process. So you get frustrated and you're like, these guys are not buying. I'm tired of posting these things. Meanwhile, the person is actually waiting for his month end salary. You got tired on the 28th. They paid him on the 30th. And the funny thing is that when they paid him, he now started thinking, there's this lady that usually posts about public speaking that I want to enroll for her class. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember. Next thing, somebody will call. Hey, please, can you lend me 20K? They will look at the account balance and feel like, oh, this is 150, 180, or 200. They feel it's big. They will lend. Before you know what's happening, money has finished. But because you got tired of posting, because you got tired of creating. Okay? So you have to be able to use your content to continuously prime. Don't get tired of selling. Meet people, tell them what you do as a coach. I'm a trainer, I'm a coach, I'm a speaker. I do this, I help people become better public speakers and all that. There's a lady I met at an event yesterday, or yes, 2 days ago. Yes, I met her at an event. We sat on the same table in a mental health program, the conversation conference, Abuja. Now, we sat on the same seat, and I talked with her, and I connected with her. Trust me now, normal, I must connect with you whether you like it or not. Hey, I must connect with you, and that's also one of the things you have to learn how to do if you're getting into coaching. But like, I connected with her, and I started talking about the things I do. I listened to her as well, talk about what she does too, and I found out that she's also a physiotherapist. Now we connected from there. So we started talking and talking and talking and talking. I said, me, I can talk. I talked about plenty things. So she picked the fact that, oh, I train public speakers. I told her, yes, I'm also a member of Toastmasters, Corporate Speakers International, and all that. And she was like, okay, I want to learn public speaking and this and this and this. I told her, you have multiple options. You can go for this, you can go for this. There's a public speaking club. You can join Toastmasters. This is how it runs. This is the model, so that you don't say I didn't tell you. This is how it runs exactly. You can join, you can explain everything to her. And I gave her the third option. You can also register for my own private coaching. You notice what I did? My inner circle will understand what I did here. Reverse psychology. I should not have said this. I shouldn't have said it. I should have allowed them to say it so that you see how smart, how firebrand they are. Okay. Reverse psychology. Present your okay, and not competitors in this case, but present your competitors first. Present other good options first, and then bring your own last. And something is going to make them feel like, you're giving me this option, you're giving me this option, and you told me these are good options. You are saying you are doing it again. Why didn't you hide this information from me and give me just your own? There must be something different about this your own. Eventually, she said she will come for my own coaching. I will not be the one convincing you. You can, I can coach you, but even you can still join this one for community sake and as an avenue for practice. You can join this one because you get to meet a lot of people and that. Okay, so branding, content, sales, sell everywhere, everywhere. Be ready to sell everywhere. Believe in what you are selling. Believe in what you are selling, understand what you are selling, and then it's going to be very easy for you to market it anywhere to anybody. And one of the things people don't understand is when we talk about sales, people are always thinking products and services. Products and services. Do you know that one of the most important things to sell first with any avenue is your identity, your person? Because when you sell your person, you have leverage to sell almost any other thing. When I get to market to people and they connect with me, yeah, when I get to market to people and they connect with me and they exchange contact with me, they have my number, they bought into my identity because I sold my identity to them. And then they follow me for a while. Some of them will follow me for 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 1 year. They will now reach out. Oh, I've been reading your contents for a while. Omo, I didn't want to reach out to you before, but it's like this thing, you don't choke. Somebody reached out to me from Enugu. I've been following you for a long time. All your posts make sense, but you're too young to be a life coach. I didn't want to know. You're too young to. I say, no, it's fine. It's okay. Your bias is worthy for you. So that one passed. So he was like, yeah, I'm having pain. I'm having pain, and I know you're a physiotherapist. So I need your help. Obviously, why was he able to, like, all through that 1.5 years, was able to stay? I sold myself from the onset. You know the funny thing, I didn't even remember him. I didn't remember him. I didn't know where we met. I didn't know how we connected. He said he has been following me for 1 year. Okay, so it's very important. Sell, sell your brand, sell your identity, sell your person, your individuality, and it's going to be easier for you to sell almost any other thing. Now, people can buy into you the way they buy into brands, the way they trust brands. St. Louis Sugar. There's something that makes you feel like St. Louis is the best. Apart from first mover advantage, it has always been before you. So somehow, when you take another one, you feel like you're not taking original. Okay? So once you are able to sell yourself like St. Louis, once you're able to sell yourself to that point, people will develop a form of, you know, I would say cult-like following to your brand, to your message, to your person, in such a way that it will get to a point where if you sell air, if you cough into nylon and sell it to somebody, the person will buy it for the sake of association and brand relevance, brand reverence. I watched a video by, is it Grant Cardone? Yeah, I think it's Grant Cardone. He's one of the most popular and influential real estate gurus in the world, you know. And he came up stage and he just said, "How many of you want to give me $100?" Yeah, it was one event. I was like, How many of you want to give me $100? You're not buying anything from me. I'm not giving you anything. Just you want to give me. Man, this man made how many thousand? I think over six. No, $6,000 is more. It was it $60,000 or something that he made in that event. Because some people were coming and dropping more than $100. Some people were coming and they will bring notes, different dollar notes. They will drop. The stage was almost filled. Why? People had bought into his brand. Is this making sense? Is this making sense? Okay. Now, let's talk about strategy. I will introduce you to different strategies here. There are more. There are more. You can research. You can find out more. You can find out what suits you. But I will introduce you to different strategies here, and I will explain them for you. I will explain them for you. I hope this is making sense. So I didn't even do this earlier. Please let me know where you are viewing from. Just in the comment section, please. Type your name because I can't see some people's names are not showing. I'm just seeing um the nickname, the YouTube name. So type your real name and then let me know where you are viewing from or where you got the link from. Okay. I know I sent this to Healthy Wealthy Moms Club and then to the Abuja group, events group. So anybody here who is from any of those places, and then a few people on Facebook got this too. A few people, about six or five. So let me know where you are viewing from. So I want to know. I really want to know where you got the link from. You know, watching from Lagos. Eze Collins, well done, well done, brother, well done. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Welcome. So I'm going to give you strategy. I want to give you strategy that will simplify the whole thing for you. I want you to know how to move. I want to know how to move. Okay, from here now. If you decide to launch a coaching program today, I want to ensure that you are doing it correctly. Now, you know what makes us waste energy a lot of times? Ignorance. Ignorance in the sense of not having the right knowledge and inability to unleash, to explore, to utilize what I call leverage. That's why a lot of people waste time. And they spend a lot of time cultivating and cultivating and cultivating. And it's like the harvest is never coming. There's a knowledge gap. There's a knowledge gap somewhere. There's something you don't know. There's something you are not applying very well. And the moment you get that thing fixed, you're going to get it right. You're going to get it right. Now, strategy. How do I launch my own strategy that suits me? Number one strategy. Okay, good. Somebody said on your let me put it up on your networking training. Oh, you attended my training on networking. Please type your full name. Let me see. I'm seeing brains up here. Okay. Type your full name. Let me see. I love what you said. I love what you said. You're collecting business cards, collecting contacts. Awesome. Also, I love that. Keep doing that. That's beautiful. That's one of the ways you grow. That's also leverage. Network is leverage. It's leverage. There are some things I want to say now, but that one is for the inner chamber. So so good, good, good. Okay, join from the inner circle. Thank you, Pete. So I'll share quite a lot of good journey from Calabar, inner circle. Definitely, I know. So there are different models. There are different models that you need to learn that you can try and see what suits you when it comes to coaching. When it comes to launching your coaching program, what model you want to use. Now, one of the models is the freemium model, and it's the most popular one now. Freemium model. Okay. Now, I'm trying to write something. Now, what do I mean by freemium? Okay, this right here. I believe you can still see me. Now, this here is the model. So it's going to be something like this. It's going to be something like this, right? So you've created a funnel here. What you want to do is create something that is very, very appealing to the market, right? Create something, maybe an ebook. I know someone who is doing something like that now. In exchange for something, you can create an ebook or a free training, but in short, that's why it's called freemium. It's not any kind of free stuff that will get you the kind of success you are looking for in coaching. That's why it's called freemium. So create something of high value. Some of you here met me through PDB or PPDB. Yes, personal development bootcamp and personal and professional development bootcamp from 2020 to 2022. I've been hosting this personal development bootcamps every year towards the end of the year or the beginning of the year. Last year's zone, I think last year or last 2 years, I did I did a 2 months free training. That at the end of the day, people were even feeling guilty. Guy, why did you do like what motivated you to why did you do this? Why? What tell me why? Forget that, I'm asking, just tell me why did you really agree within yourself to offer this kind of training for free? Why? I always laugh because when people see free training, their mind already goes to what a lot of makeshift coaches do in Nigeria. Just uh, make 60K make 660K in 3 days or less without doing anything by just drinking kunu and keeping your leg on top of the table. And then you join. They'll just come there, pour out trash for like 2 hours. And next thing, pay for master class, this amount, that amount. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about high quality training, high quality content. Now, while you do that at this level, it is open. You are trying to get a lot of people in, right? You are trying to get a lot of people in from here into your funnel. And at some point, in fact, there's an entry barrier, right? This is the price they have to pay for freemium in the sense that at this point, they have to exchange something. The law of exchange, nothing goes for nothing. You must give something to take something. So in this case, you are giving your contact details or you are giving your information. So there are some training programs I organize and I put a form. So people have to click the form, they fill the form before they join. Now that form that you filled is I'm doing research for free. Whether you join the training, whether you be active or passive or you engage or not is none of my business anymore. I have done research. This is research I want to do. See, data is powerful. If you're into data analysis or if you're into, social media platforms or, you have a social media platform that you built on your own, you understand the power of data. Data is the reason why Zuckerberg is one of the richest men in the world. Data, data, data is powerful. So at this point, you may be getting those details. So give me your phone number, give me your email. That's why you download a lot of things. And when you go to your email, you see like 1,000 unread mails within the past 1 week. Why? You've been downloading and downloading and downloading, but it's at the cost of something. They're collecting your email. They will keep collecting your email because they want to keep marketing to you, right? So you people are going to come to that point. For them to enter, they have to join a group. And after they join the group, after the training is over, some will leave, obviously, but there are some who will remain. And then you keep posting some things there that would help them and they want to come closer. Now, for some of them, what you do at this point is exchange contacts, save my contacts on WhatsApp. I did that a lot until I got tired of it. Okay? So they're exchanging their contact details so that you can market to, you'll be in a better position to market to them. And they come into your funnel. And at this point now, you are giving them so much value that they on their own will intentionally start navigating towards this point. This is your point of sale. This is your POS here. Okay? This is your point of sale. So they're going to keep navigating downwards into this point where they want to make commitment. So there are a lot of people that that they join my free training by mistake. They saw it on somebody's status and they're like, okay, what's this guy do? Let me just join. Let me just see how this goes. Right? But they joined and I finished them with value. Gave so much, poured out so much value to the point they're like, who is this guy? Like, who are you? Where are you from? Some people will meet, they attend my training for just once and they're like, where have you been all my life? Whenever they ask that question, I'm like, yeah, now we go. Now we are here. That's what I want to hear. Okay. So I know, okay, this one is a prospect, a red hot prospect. And it's easier to close that kind of deal. Now, most of them will come and they're like, oh yes, this is what I've always wanted. And before you know it, they've missed the same way they mistakenly join my free training, they will mistakenly pay for my book, class, whatever. Have a freemium identity. Okay, I'll still under the other types of what's it called? Other types of models that you can use. I'll still explain some of these things, better to you. So you can also offer taster courses, taster programs, taster products. So for somebody who is into ebook marketing, one of the ways you can sell your ebook faster, I did that a lot, is not even just ebook, your physical book. Get some pages of that book, get people to review the book, push the review out. Do like the first chapter, second chapter, fourth chapter, the one you know that is very hot, that people will want to, drink from that wealth of knowledge. Bring them together. 1, 2, 4. And while you are teaching, you say, I'm doing this review from my book. From my book. I did that a lot. I'll be teaching somewhere and I'm like, I'm getting all these tips directly from my book. If you need it, you can get it. But let's just go and I'll try as much as possible to teach as much as I can. But the main thing is in this book, I cannot exhaust it in a day. I can teach this for 30 days. You understand? It's just like this inner circle. I'm marketing to you. I mean, those who are here that are not in my inner circle. It's not a must to be in the inner circle, though. It's not a must. It's not a must. It's not a must. But like indirectly, I'm marketing to you, right? Because you're going to feel like, okay, yeah, I need to continue this. There's a sense of continuity I need to keep. I need to know what's happening next. I need to build my coaching career. I think I'm getting clarity, but I need to follow up. I don't want to break it somewhere. And at the end of the day, you're going to reach out to me and ask me, okay, what does it take to like become a member full time, or what does it take to work with you one on one? I've had a lot of people. I've had this encounter with a lot of people, right? So you can offer taster courses. You create a course, chapter 1 and 2 for taste. Come and taste. It's called the Suyaman strategy. The Suyaman strategy. You just mistakenly stand beside the Suyaman. He will cut one and give you, cut small and give you. He will put you in trouble. You can finish your last card after eating that one. You will be forming self-control. You just come beside the Suyaman and stand. You are looking at it, people are coming and they are buying. It's finished, You're coming, and next thing, you just cut one slice and give to you. Immediately you taste that slice, you'll be like the apple that the devil gave to Eve. You eat the small slice. Okay, give me 500. Put it in two places. You have onions. You that was after watching Aproko doctor's video, you said you will not eat suya again in your life. But here you are asking to your man, do you have onions? Why are you asking? You've tasted something and he hooked you, right? What he did is freemium. He knows how good his product is. So he wants to give it to you to hook you in the throat. You want more. That one he gave you is not enough to satisfy your hunger. He appealed to something within you, and then you have to buy, you have to drop something. He will make more gain at the end of the day. He will make more gain. So that's that freemium identity. You can offer taster programs, then people would want to buy into that brand. Number three strategy is advocacy. Interesting. Okay. Oh, where have you been all my life? I always see my there's always time to there's always time to build. My people will say, "Mbonye jitetora bo ụtụtụ ya." Don't be under pressure that, oh, I didn't do so well in my youthful days, and I'm 50, I'm 60, I'm 70, I'm 20, I'm 30, I'm 40. No. Mm. What that saying means, "Mbonye jitetora bo ụtụtụ ya." Whenever you wake up, that's your morning. That's what my people say. Whatever time you choose to wake up, if you wake up by 1 p.m., it's morning. In fact, you have the authority to greet anybody good morning. You wake up by 3 p.m., it's your morning. So don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure. Okay, acknowledge the fact that you have gotten some form of um wisdom, clarity, and then you are ready to move. Acknowledge that fact and move. Okay, understand the principle of leverage. You can always triple your speed. You can always triple your results or 10x your results. What you think you should have achieved in your youthful days can take you a few years now, because the more you ascend in terms of age, the more leverage you have. Let me tell you why. And why, when you understand this on time, it's going to be easy for you to revolutionize your life. I know I'm digressing, but for me right now, it may be hard for me to penetrate certain circles. I may not be able to coach people who are 50, 60, 70. I have some of them in my inner circle. I have some mothers in my circle. I have some parents in my circle that I'm coaching, that I'm mentoring. But it's not easy for me to penetrate that category of people. Why? Because they look at me and there's already an age bias. There's already a sentiment there. This guy is too young. What can you offer me? You are too young. Look at you. You are even carving hair. You have fine beard. I mean, no, we need somebody with bald hair. We need somebody who is bald, so that we will know that person has stated suffering small, understands me, you understand the fact that I'm a married man or a married woman, or she, that kind of thing, right? But when you have gone to a certain age, you notice you are growing with your people, you are growing with your peers, people you went to school with. Right now, for some of you who are young here, most of the people in your circle, they are unemployed, they are hustling, they don't have money, they are still in school, calling their parents to give them money to buy handouts, buy textbook, do their project work and all that. That's the same person you want to come and be telling, my coaching program is 50K. You think they'll pay you? Some of them will even insult you. But the time will come that some of these people are going to ascend to the point where they become senators or wives of senators. I mean, or husbands of senators equally. So they're going to come to that point. And at that point, just by the virtue of age, because you have grown, they've all ascended. But at that point, some of them will call you, hello, I know you used to do public speaking and motivational speaking. You still do that thing. I have a school that we established, a university that we built. We're having a program and it's like 10,000 capacity. It's going to be filled with students. I remember you used to do this thing. Can you come around? You have time, so and so. Can you come around? I would love somebody to empower these children. And 10,000 people sitting in the audience and they call you to come around just like that, just because somebody remembered, oh, I had to go and search your name on Facebook. I remember, Chijoke, Chijoke, Chijoke. I know you must be doing great now. They call you. Where are you? And I'm like, okay, by that time I'll be like, okay, I'm in Seychelles or I'm in Canada or I'm in the UK, you know. And oh, don't worry, we'll fly you. They fly me down. I'll come home, eat fufu and egusi soup, enjoy my life, and then I'll go and speak. And they're like, do you have any book? Do you have any content that will inspire these young minds? And yeah, I remember I have my book. I'll quickly publish maybe 3,000 or 4,000 copies of the book, or even 10,000 copies. The remaining, the school will buy it. They have money just by the virtue of that age gap, right? So, and for you now at this point, that's what I'm trying to drive at is at whatever point you are now, try to use the leverage that is available. So if you notice that you are elderly, capitalize on that being elderly. Capitalize on it. If you're a mother, capitalize on your womanhood to market to women. As a young person, you can capitalize on that your youthfulness to market to young people. But you have to also be finding a way to shift your attention a little bit from young people to also people who have money that can pay you. Because business is not all about passion. There's a profit component. If all you have is passion, if all you want to do is passion and you're not considering profit, you may end up a broke, passionate person. And that's going to be painful. It hurts. Hmm? If all you have is you want to do passion, 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 help people, they pick your brain, you're happy, they steal your post, you're happy, they steal your content, you're happy, you're just I just love what I'm doing, but you don't have money, you're not turning that passion to profit. It's going to hurt you in the end. And you get tired, you get overwhelmed, you burn out. Okay? So yes, good. Now let's go back to advocacy as another strategy that you can employ to get clients for your coaching business, for your coaching. Okay, before I go to this advocacy, I want to discuss the simplicity of truth. Because some of you, as I'm saying all these things now, you are thinking to yourself, I'll still talk about this one especially when I go to system and structure. I'll talk about it especially, but I want to just break that in your head. Someone here is asking the question. I know I love this coaching thing. It's making sense to me now, but I need a website, I need a this, I need a that. I'm coaching you right now, and all I need to do this is a YouTube channel and StreamYard to integrate StreamYard with YouTube, of which I can still do without StreamYard. I can do it directly on YouTube Live. Directly. That's and a WhatsApp group. You didn't come here through a website. I can assure you that anybody who came through a website for this training, meet me and collect 100K. You did not come through a website. Nobody here came through any website. I didn't even run ads for anybody here, right? This is my inner circle, quite all right. Some people joined from outside. I sent you the link or something, and I posted it on one group like that. The group is a community I have built for a purpose, right? And I decided to share this. It's that simple. It can be you can start with a WhatsApp group and build your coaching business to the point where you can now afford any other thing you want to buy. You want to buy ring light and whatever, And let me even turn this off so that you will see that even my room light. Okay, yeah, my room light. I don't even know why my shirt is going to one side. I know that this once this bachelorhood leaves me, my neck will increase in size. I know, and my clothes will start fitting me very well. But now that I'm still a bachelor, I will use that time. I'll use my time well. Mhm. Yes. So I was trying to, I'm kidding. So I was trying to analyze something, right? I was trying to let you understand something. It's not all about the props. It's not all about the mesmerizing stuff. The this and that, the website, the ring lights, the everything you are thinking, the backdrop. This is my room. I had to repaint it a white background. In fact, it was my neighbor that helped me to repaint my room. A lady, and I was telling her I want this design, I want something that at least I can be staying here to do my session. She's like, Oga, just do white. White is good. When she said it, I was like, This is what I tell people, and now somebody's telling me. I mean, just don't overthink it. I'm like, oh wow, okay, so I did, and now I'm loving it. I mean, I don't even want any other thing. I love the whole white background and stuff. So you can start with what you have. What you have is enough to get you started. When you have started, then you can change the world. Start with what you have, from where you are right now. Your experiences, your abilities, your potentials, your skills, your gifting. Start from there. Okay, now let's go to advocacy. Now you can play a role in advocacy and sell. What do I mean? One of the strategies you can use as a coach to get clients for your coaching program, or to even structure your coaching, one of the strategies when it comes to coaching is to become an advocate first. I became a personal development advocate first before I became a personal development coach. I did not know how it happened. Nobody told me. I just used common sense. I started pushing people. This thing is very important. This thing is very important. Take note of this. Take note of this. Before I knew what was happening, people were beginning to reach out to me, sir. Please help me with this. Please help me with that. Please teach me this. Please teach me that. It became more interesting for me. Now, one of the things you can do if you are here, start reaching. Don't wait for people to call you. Call yourself. Start reaching out. Start going to schools and telling them that, okay, this is what I do. I would like to offer you this. This is what my company or my organization is about, and we would like to offer this as a training for your school. We are going to do this for free, right? Remember, you're still using the freemium, but this time around you're using freemium through advocacy. So you come and advocate for a particular cause, for girl child empowerment, and from there you sell to the school administrator, or you go to a group, go to your church. I'm a physiotherapist. One of the easiest ways I can sell my physiotherapy, whatever. I'm trying to now talk about sales, not necessarily just coaching, right? I'll talk about coaching. I coach women. I mean, okay. Who is here from Healthy Wealthy Moms Club? Who is here from Healthy Wealthy Moms Club? Please say something in the comment. Don't break my heart. Oh, don't break my heart. I hope you people are here. If not, I'll cry because I know I posted this link there. So, I train women, I coach women. So one of the ways I can use my advocacy as an opportunity, go to where these people are gathered. A group of women, August meetings, church gatherings, women gatherings in church and all that kind of stuff. Go there, pitch myself to the leader. This is what I bring to the table. This is what I offer. In fact, if possible, corner the person, anchoring it, and train them, give them value. It will come to a point where they realize this thing is too good though. This guy is good. Let me bring him to my church so that he can empower my women too. I went to a church recently. I was invited to come and speak in a church for youth meeting or youth meeting. And I went there. It was career clarity related for young people who were about writing jams so that they don't make the wrong choices. So, the person who introduced me to speak, the person who was coordinating the prayer and all that, was like, oh, that he made mistake when he was younger, applying for jam. There were things they didn't tell him, and that's why he's where he is today. He feels bad about it, and he doesn't want the younger ones to make the same mistake he made by not knowing what he wanted to apply. I think maybe they made the choice for him or something, and he's now feeling miserable about it. When I climbed the stage, I addressed that thing first. I was like, it's not too late. I started by saying, you're not too, you're neither too young nor too old to start building the life of your dreams. You're not too young and you're not too old. So I started talking and talking and talking. I addressed the youth, and I let them know that even himself who said that you can still build a meaningful career without having to wear uniform and enter school again in your life. And if you so decide that that's what you want to do, you can still do it. It's fine. But you can build a career in almost anything that you imagine. There's a lot of open learning resources available for you to ascend, for you to consume and then build from there. I finished saying all those things. Do you know that man asked me a question? It was like Everything now turned upside down. It was as if I came for the youth, but it was now the adults that were asking me questions. The adults that were in that hall to coordinate the youth, they were now the ones asking me questions. They were so interested. The pastor's wife followed me outside when I finished. Thank you, my son. Ah, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that you don't. One of my friends that attends the church was coming out for us to go together, and she was like, "No, leave him. Oh. This man came here today for me. He did not come for the youth." The pastor's wife. Now she wants to sign up for my coaching program. In fact, she wants me to do one-on-one coaching for her because she has a lot of ideas that she wants to push out. She wants to create a lot of beautiful things that are in her head, or it's been in her head. She wants to be able to, to harness this thing properly. So by the way I spoke that night, she was too impressed to let me go. Advocacy. So I can decide to go to a particular organization and raise awareness for, let's say, mental health or back pain or neck pain, work related stress and all that. And because I'm raising the advocacy, they tend to, people trust you when you're an advocate. They easily trust you to bring solutions when you make them aware of the problem. That's why, you see, that's why you see a lot of people go to buy uh, sex enhancement pills that don't enhance anything, because those guys are powerful advocates. They will catch the emotion. I do hear them a lot. Please don't. Okay, I won't say it. But the way they market these things, I do hear them a lot in the markets, especially in the East. They will try to put some emotional pull trigger to it. You know, they will make the men feel so guilty that they're not performing well in bed, and then out of that, the person listening will feel like this guy has a solution to my problem, and they will go to buy advocacy. And I'm not endorsing them. A lot of them are selling nonsense and damaging people's kidneys and livers. That's on their own. So you can start. You definitely, you can start online. You can do it anywhere. You can push this anywhere. This is what you don't want to fall into. This is the mistake you don't want to make. This is the error you don't want to fall into. This is the pain you don't want to face. You are creating awareness and advocacy for a cause. And from there, you are able to start pulling people in. Gently, 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 they are coming closer. Okay? So good. Now, the next thing is consulting and clarity sessions. This is one of the, in fact, my clarity sessions have the highest closing rate amongst other strategies that I use. Okay, so what I do in clarity sessions, let me tell you. So when somebody comes to me, I try to do a biodata. My knowledge as a health practitioner has even helped me in this area, in the sense that in school we were taught, even in the generally as a physiotherapist, you're definitely going to learn how to crack a patient. That's one of the most fundamental things you do as a physiotherapist. You have to be able to assess a patient, find out their problems, find out their pain points, find out the challenges, and you can reach a functional diagnosis. Okay, this is most likely what is wrong with this person. So that knowledge has helped me in coaching. So when people come on consulting calls or clarity sessions, I do an analysis. Okay, good. Now I try to analyze. I try to find out what is this person's problem. Now, what is the dream? What is the identity? Number one, identity. Who are you? What do you want to do? Oh, good. I'm seeing more. I don't know how to pronounce that name I'm seeing there. Present. Healthy, wealthy moms are represented. I'm glad. I'm glad. At least I'm happy now. I'm happy that my healthy, wealthy moms are here. Thank you very much for attending, for joining. And I hope you're getting value. I hope you're getting value tonight. So um I was saying something about, yeah, What I do in my clarity sessions, I analyze, find out what is the identity, what's the identity, what do you do, who are you, and they answer. From that question, who are you and what you do, I've already started finding out a lot of things, and I'm writing. Now, what do you want to do? What do you want to become? What's the big dream? What's the vision? And they start talking. For some of them, they have a problem at that spot. They can't even identify. Like, what's the vision? What's the dream? And they're like, no, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, nothing's coming to my mind. And I know that that's where to start working. That's where to start working. And I start unraveling like onions. I begin to peel and peel and peel. And before you know what's happening, they're like, they've had their eureka moment. They've had that aha moment. Okay, now I know. Now this is what I can pursue. We start from there again. And I'm like, okay, from here, right? What are the challenges that are keeping you from being where you want to be? What are the challenges that are keeping you from reaching that dream, reaching that true potential? And they list. From there, what do you have that can take you a step closer to where you want to be? What do you have that can, that can bring you close to that dream? And they mention. Then the next thing, I try to tie everything together. You will now realize that for some of them, there are some problems they have that will automatically be cancelled out by skills that they possess. There's some challenges they have that will automatically be cancelled out by some of their strengths. So at the end of the day, we now know what's left and how to tackle it. That what is left is where we need to build. In terms of what cancels out, we need to consolidate. In terms of what is absent, we need to build. What do I mean? So somebody says, oh, I don't have, one of my major challenges is finance. I find it hard to, I make money, but I'm spending a lot and stuff like that. Or one of my major challenges is I tend to be, I don't know how to meet people. I don't know how to connect with people, right? And then when it comes to their strengths, they're now telling me, I speak well. I love to speak. I love communicating and stuff like that. Communication is one of the strengths that you can utilize in connecting with people, yeah? So that is part of what we want to consolidate. We use it to connect with people. Maybe another problem is the finance aspect. You can also make money from this. So we can consolidate on this one, build this one. Then we now do, okay, what do you want for that dream that is not available? Now we start analyzing. That's where learning needs analysis comes in. We find out the learning gap. What is it that you need to know for this purpose? And then from there, I start recommending. And this is why it's good to be widely knowledgeable. I start recommending resources, materials, courses, programs. Okay, this is what will help you. I feel like this place you are going, you need this. Take this one, take this, take this. You will need this. So that's where prescriptions will now start coming in. Okay? And then by the time I'm done with that, I'm like, so we are done. Some of them will now start saying, done what? We can't be done. We cannot be done. You can't leave me here, sir. You've given me so much value, I know, but please, don't you have a program? Don't you have something like a mentorship program or anything that you can add me to? I really want to grow. I don't want to stop here. I love what you did. I love what I want to continue with you. They're already using their own hand, their own mouth to sell my own program to themselves. And then I begin the work of closing. Okay, so that's where it comes in. Strategy, consulting, and clarity. So you are helping people here, but the end product of that help is the closed deal. Okay, so the next one is pre-qualification. Pre-qualification, and this is where this pre-qualification model or strategy is where, okay, is where you try to either make the you're either trying to make the sign up process very difficult, or you put a price here, right? So now I went and drew an inverse funnel, but it's fine. So what you are trying to do with pre-qualification strategy, and this is good that it's like this. It's good that it's like this. Why? You are making this place narrow to enter, right? So they enter through the narrow gate because they have to pay or they have to do long process of registration. And you are trying to find out if these people can really afford what you offer at this level, right? Now, you have to pay. So let's say you are paying 10K for a program. You don't know me, but you saw my ad online and you paid 10K to join. Now, the marketing process does not end there. What I'm offering you, even after that particular one, does not end. So I should be able to know that since this person paid 10K for this program, they can afford to pay more for another thing. So I should be able to channel them through a sales process. And once somebody pays a certain amount, you know that okay, this person can pay more, this person can afford more, and because they've entered my life through this channel, right? So they will definitely get to spend more at this point. Now, this is like when it comes to sales and closing, this is like the path of least resistance. It is the acquisition that is usually harder, right? That's why you want to enroll for some programs. They will give you form to fill. You will fill form, write CV, do plenty things. Like it gets overwhelming for you. They are pre-qualifying you. They are trying to understand you. They are trying to understand how you think, your psychology, before they admit you into that program. Okay? There are some people that once I get on call with them, clarity session, I tell them pump and play. See, Oga, I'm going to do this session for you. We are going to talk, but my inner circle will come later. And the price of the inner circle is XXX amount or YYY amount. I tell them. And is this something you'll be able to afford? You say no, you cannot afford it. You cannot, it's too expensive. Thank you for saving me. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you for saving me. Thank you, my Lord. So immediately you are telling me, I will save my time. My time is I'm a very busy person. I'll save my time. You cannot afford it. I'll send you my YouTube video. I mean, just okay, ask me what's that most pressing question. I'll send you my YouTube video. I'll send you something. I mean, send you something that will help you. Or I will not send at all. Depends on my mood. So that's how it is. You should learn how to use these things too, because sometimes people will be coming to pick your brain. They'll be coming to get ideas. They'll be coming, and when they finish getting the ideas, they dump you, and then they carry the money. In fact, they will use your idea, make money, use the money, go and pay to another coach for the sake of identity. Oh, coach, this person. I'm currently in class with coach so and so. You're not learning anything. You're just blowing plenty grammar. You're not learning nothing. The main person who taught you, what you will not give credit to the person. That's what's happening for a lot of people. So you should be able to pin them down. This is the amount that I charge for my coaching, and I can help you. Let's take it a step further from here, right? Now, the next thing is speaking to sell, selling from stage or selling on platforms. So I get invited a lot to come and speak somewhere, speak to this group of people, speak to this group of people. So most times, whenever you have that opportunity, please go with something. Be ready to sell your coaching. Don't be ashamed. Let me teach you how to do it. Do it subtly. I'm trying to now do phonetic kind of grammar. Subtly. What I mean is subtly. 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 The B is okay. Welcome back. Welcome back. Good news. Please, whenever you are, whenever we are about to go live, ensure that your phone is charged, fully charged. In fact, my own is plugged to the system. I mean, to the power source while I'm using it. Hmm? So I'm doing this because we have to cover a lot. I would have said let me just be doing 45 minutes for five. But before we finish this thing, it will take like 5 months. And I don't want such. I want you to actually get this done and move. That's my joy. So um I get invited a lot, like I was saying, I get invited a lot to speak. And Yeah, I was saying I will teach you how to do it shortly, right? Whenever you speak, sell. Whenever you speak, sell. Sell your service, sell your product, sell yourself. By all means, please have a product ready. If they call you, I have a speaking engagement tomorrow in Bagwalada, Abuja here, Abuja Business Summit. If you're in Abuja, you can join. You can come along. I would love to see you. You know, and one of the things I'm planning now is okay, what am I going to sell to these people? I have books, I have courses, there's something I'm going to sell to this. Definitely must be there, it must be planned. It must be planned. And let me give you a secret when it comes to speaking to sell. There's a secret strategy you must learn when it comes to selling your coaching program while you are on stage. Let me tell you. Don't wait for the end to sell. Don't wait for the end to sell. Because people always have anxiety. That's what they have known all their life. That's the pattern most people do. They come to the end and they're like, okay, so they have gotten value so far. There's something I want to introduce you to. Blah 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 blah. They're tired. They're exhausted. In fact, at that point, their ears are just singing anya 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 anya. You know that song, that crazy song. That's what they're singing. They're tired. They don't want anymore. But then, if you find a way to creatively chip in the sales conversation, the sales message, sales pitch within your speech without them knowing, I've done that here. I've done that here by talking about my inner circle. But it didn't look like I was selling. But some of you who are not members of my inner circle, you're already thinking in your head, how do I get in? That's the truth. So I sold to you without selling. So that's one of the things you must be able to do. You know, when people invite you to speak from their stage, go speak. As you are speaking, use testimonials, evidence. Evidence will reduce the amount of explanation you need to do. Talk about the quality of results your clients have, the kind of clients you work with. What happened when this person invited you? What happened when you worked with this person? There was somebody I over this because of this conversation. I've told you about people I've helped, people I've worked with, and stuff like that. That's one of the things that will help you as well to sell from stage. Okay, so you know, always be ready. Always be ready to sell from stage. Always be ready to sell from stage. Okay, speak to sell. Speak with power and authority. See, the truth is, even if you are not too clever, even if you are not too clever, even if you are not too wise, if you can speak well, if you can speak well, you would attract a lot of people to your coaching program. Because a lot of people tend to equate the ability to communicate with excellence, with potency, with intelligence. So that's one of the things you can do. Okay. Now, I think that there are other things. I'll briefly discuss. I'll still do this in detail. The TRVL. TRVL. Now, organic and paid traffic. So the other night, I talked about how to launch your strategy. Okay, and that's the test, retest, validate, and launch. So the test, retest is like you're trying to understand this thing I'm offering, does it work? So gather a group of people, whether it's on a WhatsApp group or you want to do it individually, one-on-one, right? And teach them that thing, teach them that model, that thing you have in your head. Just gather them, teach them for free. Test what you are offering, test it. That's one of the ways you increase your product faith, the faith you have in your product. And in this case, the product is you, the product is your coaching. Okay, it's a soft product, it's your coaching. So teach people that thing that you want to charge for in future. Don't be thinking about it from the scarcity perspective. Oh, if I teach these people now, they will not now pay. That's a mistake a lot of people make. Teach them, no problems. They will become your evangelists, they will become your advocates. You get your first validations from them, you get your first feedback from them, you get your first testimonials from them. That's what you will now use to sell to people who are going to pay. When I started out, I did personal development a lot of times. I trained on public speaking. I trained on networking. Some of those trainings lasted like 12 days. some of them 20 days, some of them 8 days, some of them 7 days. I trained on LinkedIn optimization. What was I doing? I was testing and retesting and validating. That's what I was doing. I was studying my market. I was testing and testing. Okay, is this thing I'm teaching, is it really worth it? That's what will determine even the price you put on what you are offering. You cannot just see. If I create a book, if I create this book now and tell everybody, buy it because it's me that wrote it, 5,000, 6,000. So it will just be you doing what every other person is doing. The way you market itself will show. Because if I have taught the content of this book, even if it's just the first 3 chapters of this book, I've taught the content, and I know that somebody applied this thing that I taught, they got fantastic results. I will market this hook, line, and sinker. I will market it aggressively. Why? I have tested it. It's called beta testing. BETA. Those in the inner circle, you already know this by now. You already know. Even the biggest brands still do it till date. So they are launching an application, they are beta testing it. They tell you to join the beta group. So you have a free access to the app. Sometimes you even get free lifetime access for catching it early. So you test it. When you come to their review to complain, they take the review, they go and develop on the app. That's how it's done. Okay? Then you get the validation that you need. It improves your confidence. And you know, okay, yes, this really works. Let me now launch. And at the point that you are launching, you are thinking of marketing. How do I market? What's your marketing strategy? Am I going organic? When it's going talking about organic, I'm talking about influencer marketing. I mean, paying influencers to market for you. Talking about doing the marketing on your own, on your WhatsApp status, on your Facebook. Reels do well these days. Reels. You can market on Reels, on video platforms like Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. You just have to study and know what works for you. Learn more about these things and see what works for you. Um, Another form of organic marketing is just the strategy. This example of what I mean, the example is what I showed you earlier. Freemium strategy, where you organize a training, tell people to post it, repost your friends who, some people may want to attend this, post on your status, and I'll give you a free reward or something, and let people join in, give them value, and then you can market to them from there, depending. But make sure that the value you are giving is worth it. And yeah, that's it. Then there's the paid angle, the paid side. Okay, so you're trying to maybe run ads on Facebook, on Instagram, on Google, there are Google ads on YouTube. I see a lot of adverts there. So you decide. Okay, sorry, influencer marketing is not organic. Influencer marketing is not organic. It's not organic. It's paid. Okay, it's paid adverts. It's the influencer owned media. It's not your own media. Okay, so you are paying somebody to market your product or your service or your coaching services for you, right? That's the influencer market. That's what it's about. So yes. Whew. So today we were able to dig into identity and strategy, and we are done. We are done. I wanted to ensure that I stopped before the 2 hour mark. Okay, so we are done. I'll be expecting your questions. Don't leave yet. The questions you may be hearing may be what will actually change the game for you. The answers to the questions may be what will change the game for you. So, who would want to ask something? Who would want to ask me questions? Feel free to type the questions in the comment section. And I did not even remember again. I turned off my ring light to demonstrate something for you, and then I forgot to turn it on. But nobody even cared, to show you that some things that we overthink and overrate is not what people are looking for or looking at. So questions. I don't know. Has anybody been blessed by this session so far? Have you been blessed by this? Are you getting clarity tonight? The funny thing is, some of these things I'm teaching you, I paid I paid through my nose to learn them. I pay. I don't even like saying how much I pay for training because at some point when I talk, It's be as if I'm crazy, you know. But I'm that kind of person. I can pay 50K for a 1 hour class just to hear one sentence and I'm satisfied. Like I tell myself, if this is what I get from this training for 50,000 naira, that's it. I'm okay. I can go now. Like the training can dismiss. Coach, you can go. I'm that kind of person. So I'm happy. I believe definitely that you are going to make use of the information you are getting here. You can become a coach. That's what I want you to understand. You can become a coach. Let nothing hold you back. You know, start it up, test it, do something. You know, if you're in the inner circle, you can even launch your a mini coaching program. Let's say 2 days, 3 days. If you invite me as your speaker, as your co-speaker, I will come. I'll grant you that request. Just ensure that you are doing it on time. So you want to practice, but you do publicity. Oh, you do publicity. I cannot come and be doing where two or three are gathered. I've passed that stage a long time ago. So you can do something like that and use the opportunity to train yourself. Use the opportunity to get used to that atmosphere. Okay. Must one do a free training to be able to build an audience? Ah, you have two answers to this question. The first answer is yes. The second answer is no. First answer yes, second answer no. What do I mean by yes? Um, let me start with no. Let me start with no. You don't have to, but if you don't want to, you need a lot of money. Chinyere. You need a lot of money to invest in advertising. Traffic is expensive. Traffic is expensive. You need money to invest in advertising. Um, or the strategies that I talked about, advocacy and the rest of them. So you can decide to partner with people. You can decide to break into circles. You want to build audience that will pay you. You can break into circles by paying for events, memberships, communities, and joining those communities and networking. Definitely you'll find people who are interested in what you are doing, and they would want to pay you for your services. Now, um, you can do ads. You can find somebody who would advertise for you. Sometimes you can't run away from it. You will still have to come back to that. Okay, to paid advertising. Hmm. And now you're running. So you still have to come back to paid advertising. You know, except you have leverage online, except you've built audience, and you have that organic leverage. Sometimes there's randomness. Sometimes you can just be posting and posting and posting, and people are just liking from nowhere. You are seeing people, you don't even know the reason. You don't know the reason for that result, or you are just seeing it. Sometimes you try and try and try and try all the best you can, and nothing is showing forth. Well, it happens. So that will now determine, okay, are you going to use paid traffic, or are you going to keep trying organic? So if you want to try paid traffic, build it through a free training, run adverts. Because if you do paid traffic to a paid training, when people don't know you, this whole thing is like a matrix, like a pyramid. When people don't know you and you're trying to do paid traffic, right? To to your paid training, it may be a bit hard for them to trust you. Okay, so if you want to use a more workable strategy, you can do the advert to a free product. That's the freemium plan. So you can run adverts to something they will get for free, but they will get so much value that they will feel indebted. So much value. So by that, you have their email, you have their number, you can exchange contact with them, you can, directly market to them. Then on the other hand, no, it's not a must to do free. There are people who started their first trainings, their first events with paid training, Okay, but you must be able to charge something that is relatively available. Why? People have trust issues. People have been scammed too many times. They've paid for many. You see me right now. It will be very hard for me to see your advert online and just pay. It will be very hard. You know why? I've been finished. I've had people who targeted me. I paid. They retargeted me. I paid. They retargeted me. I paid again. When I finally opened all the things I was paying for, I found out it was trash. Well calculated, well decorated, well designed nonsense. Broke my heart into many pieces. But yeah, I've already paid and I can't ask for a refund. So it made me hard. And it would be hard for me to see something just like that and pay. No, I'll ask you questions. Though. If you're not ready to answer the questions, I'm not interested. Simple. I hope I answered your question. Okay, I hope I answered your question. So, what if you launched a coaching program or community already? How do you manage coaching or community while you are upgrading your knowledge? Like you feel you are in a low period and need the time away. It's fine. See, it's not even every time you need to explain. Really, it's not every time you need to explain yourself as to why you are going out. Sometimes just step out. Okay, you can tell them, oh, I'll be out for a while. I hope you all are doing well. Keep growing. Send a few books. These are the books that I would want us all to read. I'm equally going to read. So by the next 2 months or 3 months, we can do a book review. We can do something. But I want to just stay off for now. I'm going on a break. It's fine. Sometimes some of my communities will be dormant for like 6 months. No comments, nothing for like 6 months. And some communities have not even said anything. My Tito Kotiba Growth Academy on Telegram, it was just a few days ago that I went there and I started to go live. It was as if out of the 2,300 people there, it was only 4 people or 5 people that even joined the live. But they probably forgot it. What's this group even about? What's this community about? But that's fine. I'm not under pressure. That's fine. At some point in your life you need to go incognito. You need to go go adolam. You need to go inside and dig deep, deep taproot deep, come back again and shine. So it's okay if you want to exit, build up yourself. I have like i have like 10 different active communities, 10 for different things. Women, those in healthy wealthy from healthy wealthy moms club. There was a period of my life when, in fact, part of what caused it then was that I'll come to the group and I'll comment and I'll ask, okay, who is ready, who wants to go live, or who has a question, and nobody will comment. I'm like, over 70 something women here, and nobody's. Am I mean, I'll have to check again. Did my message deliver? What's happening? And I found out they were all busy, and myself, I was busy too. So I'm like, let's all busy ourselves, and I left it for like 4 months. I think about 4 months. I didn't say shishi. I didn't say anything there. I didn't say anything. Unlike when I started it, almost every day I'll come. Hello, healthy, wealthy moms. Good evening. And tonight I want to share something about this that I learned. I would like to share this with you. I hope you're all right. I hope you're fine. Then I was actively engaged. It got to a point I was tired. I was overwhelmed. I was overworked. I was too busy. So I had to go out and dig. I had to go out and do some digging. So I left the space. I left social media. I left everything and I went inside. Okay. So sometimes you need those moments to go and refresh and come back again. So there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong. Somebody's asking, I think I'll talk about this when I talk about structure. Okay, can coaching be 1 week or less than that? Is there a specified period for it? No, you define what you want. You and your coachee, the person you are coaching, define the boundaries of your coaching. You decide. You decide the platform you want to use. Ensure that you tell them, decide the time it's going to take per coaching hours, coaching sessions. You decide how long it's going to last. Okay. So I I can give you If you're coming to learn from, if you're coming to sign up for my one-on-one coaching, for example, I can tell you that we're going to work together for 6 weeks for this amount of money, 3 weeks for this amount of money. Now, 3 weeks, I can say 3 weeks, 50K or 30K, and we're going to be meeting once every week. But 6 weeks, I would expand the scope and I'll add 2 or 3 more topics that would help you beyond this area. So maybe you're coming to learn public speaking, and I offer you public speaking coaching, and it's meant to be like 3 weeks weekend classes, right? But these 3 weeks weekend classes, and I tell you 30,000 naira. So that means we're meeting only once, so only once every week. That means we're meeting 3 times, right? Good and fine. We'll be able to cover what we want to cover. Definitely, I can offer you 2 hours every weekend, as every day, 2 hours. Normally, if I say let me do it 6 weeks, I can still decide to break it into 1 hour, 1 hour, right? And you will feel like 6 weeks is better. But within that 6 weeks, still, I can decide to do 2 hours in every session. It depends. Value is relative. It's not necessarily about how long I spend. Value is value. Now, stretch out that period, and I now tell you, I make you an additional offer. So if you're going for this 6 weeks program, we'll finish in 4 weeks. Then the remaining 2 classes will focus on sales. Because I know after teaching you how to speak, I don't want you to become a broke speaker. Just be speaking up and down. You don't have money, you don't know how to create wealth from that speaking ability. So I'm like, no, this is what I want you to do. This is what I'm going to do for you if you sign up for the 6 weeks. And then, I can make the 3 weeks program. Let's say 3 weeks program is 30,000, 6 weeks is 50,000. And you are thinking, oh, this is going to give me more time here. And it's also going to give me more value here. But the price is not even times two. The price is even going down. This 30, this 50. I'm going to save money doing this. The moment a client begins to think that they are saving by investing in you, they're more likely that they will pay you. The moment they think they are investing by paying you, the more likely that they will part with their money. Now, you define the terms of your coaching, but ensure that it gives you enough breathing space and gives your clients enough breathing space. Okay, so if 1 week is enough to cover what you want to do, or you want to coach them through, do that. But you can also find a way to garnish your coaching and make it more appealing, make it more interesting, make it more powerful and valuable. Find a community to attach to that. So whoever you coach, they enter a community, right? They enter a community. There's a community for the inner circle. There's a community for the inner circle. Although at some point I had to restructure the whole thing, but the goal was to have an alumni community where anybody who's passing through my inner circle will be in the alumni community. So they get to connect with themselves and stuff like that. So you can give your clients that privilege. In fact, it does not even have to be something special. It can just be an open community, but something that they will value. Okay. So whenever they sign up for a program, and immediately they are done with the program, you're adding them to this, adding them to this, adding them to this. So that's like the additional package you're giving them. Okay. Not just the coaching. So that's it. Always go the extra mile. I hope I answered your question, Chinyere. So yes, I really would love to see. Good news. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So like I was saying, I'd love to see your results. I would love to see your results. Go and try these things. They are not hard. Some of you now, if you try from today, if you try today or tomorrow, if you just try with the right mindset and the right strategy, you get more results than I've gotten in years. That's the goal. You get way more results and you get it faster. Okay? But just try. Just try. If you make me a part of the process, if you're inviting me to train or coach or something like that, it will be easier for me to monitor. It will be easier for me to monitor. Okay, see what you are doing part time and stuff like that, and occasionally influence it in my own way. Because I know I'm very busy. Like I'm very busy, always running up and down. But thank God. So good. I believe you got value from this. I hope you did get value from this session tonight. Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you for asking questions. Thank you for asking questions. And yes, I hope to see your review. I hope to see your review from whichever group you joined, whether it's the Abuja Events Group or Healthy Wealthy Moms Club or Inner Circle or Facebook. I want to see something, okay, that showed that you attended this session and you loved it. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Write a testimonial or something if you want to. It's not compulsory, please. I'm not forcing anybody to write testimonial for me. So if you want to, if you feel like, if you have the time, go ahead, do that. And yeah, I'll be glad to see you again next meeting. Have a wonderful night's rest. And let me put more music. Don't worry, very soon I'll be using another proper music so that you'll be having serious jazz program. So good night. Good night, everybody.